I barely know who Emma Ratajkowski is. So why did I put those videos up yesterday, those series of short videos? Why did I post them all yesterday? I was wanting to just express it all in one short video, but I guess I'm so long-winded I can't manage that. So it had to be 6. It's funny that some of them are getting more play than others. I don't know if that's just a secret of the algorithm, or if the title was more appealing, was more provocative for some than for others. I don't really know how that works. But I wanted to address what she said, just because I have this thing where I get tired of men being suckers, and it's because it's a personal thing. It's how I feel that I have been for much of my life, in spite of not wanting to be, in spite of taking precautions against being such a person. I think that when you have something withheld from you, and it's something that you want, then you end up wanting it more in spite of yourself, in spite of wanting to be the better part of you, wanting to be stoic and resigned about it, and just putting it aside and letting it happen if it happens, but just going about your business. From an early age, I felt myself to be on the outs, socially speaking, and I didn't really think the prospect of there was no word for incel back then. Incel was not an expression when I hit puberty, but it was kind of how I saw myself, and I had good reason to see myself that way. I was socially awkward, I was unpopular, etc. and so on. So I'm aware of this sort of siren's call, which is, how can I be more attractive? What can I do to get girls to like me more? And the answer is nothing. And I'm not saying that to be black-pilled. I'm honestly not, because I hate black-pilled thinking. I'm saying it because I don't want to be a sucker. I don't want to buy into somebody's scheme, and I don't want to. People can innocently tell you things that are bogus too. So it's not like anybody who has advice for you or says do this, and especially women who say do this, and this is how women will like you more if you do this or that. It's a cliche, but you don't ask the fish how to catch them better. You ask a fisherman. So when I hear somebody like Emma Ratajkowski, who's of course a beautiful and famous woman who has had frustrations in her romantic life, and she talks about men aren't enough this way, men aren't men need to be better about this or that or the other. What she's talking about is from her frame of reference with regard to the men that she sees as potential partners. Now, women like to be with men who are above them in one way or another, whether that means that they're taller or smarter or higher status, more money, whatever. There are always exceptions to those rules, but those are the general rules, and that's hypergamy in a nutshell. And hypergamy is not bad in and of itself within natural parameters, but it's bad when it's taken to extremes, which is what it's being taken to today, given the current atmosphere, the current culture, and what is the sexual revolution, the deeply destructive sexual revolution that has led to the current state of the culture. So men hear these things and they think, oh, Emma Ratajkowski's attacking men. Emma Ratajkowski is down on men. But what she is she's down on the men in her life that have not lived up to what she wants them to be. But the only people that she sees as men, in the sense of being men in her life, men that are potential life partners for her, potential husbands for her, are the kind of men who are extremely rich, extremely powerful, extremely attractive. So she's not including 99% plus of men who are actually out there. She's only including a very, very small percentage of men in her derisive commentary on men. To 99%, 99 plus percent, 99.99999 plus percent of the male population, she just doesn't see them. They are invisible to her. They might as well be furniture. And I get that that's how it works. I'm not bitching and moaning about that. I'm just saying, a person apprehending this news needs to understand what she means when she's talking that way. Don't be a sucker and think, well, I could be different. I could get her to notice me. I could show her my sensitive side, and come on, come off it. And again, I'm not saying this to be black-pilled, and I'm not saying this to say that she's above you, or that she's better than you, and you're just pathetic and whatever because you're mid to low status. No, I'm not saying that at all. I the opposite. I think low status men should have pride for being who they are, and of course you should still take care of yourself. You should still be the best you that you can be. This isn't just a black pill where it's like you just go do whatever, go get fat and die because it's just it's that bleak out there, and there's nothing really to live for, and there are no solutions to your problems. I'm not saying that, but I am saying be realistic. Don't be a sucker. Don't be taken in. I feel the same way whenever I and again, I pick on EV Magazine a lot. Even though I'm with them on in the culture wars, we're in the same trenches together. But when they say something like a man is so much more attractive when he's chivalrous, being chivalrous makes a man so much more attractive, and people, the comments come in from women who are EV readers saying, "Oh, you're so right. Yes. Oh, he's hot. Oh, chivalrous men are so hot." Emoji with a drooling face and all that. And it's one of those things where a person reading that a man reading that could come to the conclusion that, oh, I need to be more chivalrous. If I am just chivalrous, I will become hotter. And it's like, no, you won't. Okay? Again, not to put you down, not to be black-pilled, but here's the way it works. If a woman already finds you attractive, then you being chivalrous will just knock her out. Well, I won't say what it'll do to her physiologically, but you get what I'm talking about. There will be moisture in certain regions. Only if she already finds him attractive. Okay. If somebody because again, if you're not attractive to her, you're not on her radar. Okay. It's sort of like when they say things like, it's so sexy when men are good with children. Seeing a man, be a good father is so sexy. Or even like seeing men be kind to dogs and cats, and it's so sexy and blah blah blah. Well, no, it's sexy because you already found them attractive and appealing. And now you see, on top of them already being attractive, you see them, being good fathers, or being kind to animals, or being chivalrous. And then it's like, wow, this is the whole package. But the foundation of the package was that the attraction had to be there in the first place, okay? If the attraction were not there in the first place, then it wouldn't matter how many pictures there are of you, holding a baby and smiling, or feeding a squirrel, or holding the door open for an old lady, or getting up and letting a woman take your seat on the bus. No, I mean, yeah, a woman might see those pictures and think, oh, that's nice, he's a nice guy. But if she's not already attracted to you, that's not going to make her say, wow, what a hunk, what a sexy beast. It's nonsense. It's ludicrous. So that's all I'm saying. Don't be taken in. Don't be fooled. Don't lose your head. This is all that I'm saying to my low status brethren out there. It's not putting you down. It's the very opposite. It's me wanting to raise you up. It's me wanting to get you to not be a sucker, and not fall for this stuff, because it's so easy to fall for these things, because biology, biologically speaking, you want what you want. You got to learn to put biology aside and let your mind, let your brain rule the part of you that wants to feel flattered, that wants to feel, ooh, she likes me. All I have to do to get her to like me is to do this. You should be the best man you can be, regardless of whether bitches are going to be down with you or not. Okay? Put it simply that's, you should be the most moral that you can possibly be, the strongest that you can possibly be. You should be working on whatever gifts God has given you. Work to cultivate them, work to make something of them, make something of your life. I am pro all of those things. Just don't be a sucker. And it's very easy to be one, especially in the day and age in which we live, where average to below average men especially are just sort of ignored, if not reviled, habitually. But you got to be a man. You got to take it, and you got to not be a sucker. You got to what's the word? Let's just say you got to nut up, and stop thinking with your nuts. That's really bad. I think I'll just end this video now. Thanks for watching.